Hi everyone, it is time for July's book announcements. So I'm going to give you the two books that I picked to read, and then we will do a poll. Poll end on Friday, and I will announce which book we're going to read in the month of July on Saturday. Now, I did not realize that both of these were romance, but I will tell you one is probably more adult than the other based on what I see and what I've read. I will tell you what the ratings are on Goodreads and read their summary, and then we can choose which one we would like. These should be available on Amazon, Spotify, and also Audible. Okay, so let's get into it. So the two books that I picked this time that's on our bracket is Lights Out by Vanessa Allen and Butcher and the Blackbird, Book 1, The Ruinous Love Trilogy by Brynne Weaver. The Brynne Weaver one was a recommendation to me. And let's get into what these books are about. So Lights Out. So Lights Out is also a book number 1. So both of these are part of a series. It did get a 4.15 over The Butcher and the Blackbird. So, but the ratings, let's see, there was 402,000 ratings for Lights Out, and there was 515 ratings for Butcher and the Blackbird. So take that as, as you will. Okay, so on Lights Out, the summary says, I don't think I need another kink. That thought pops into my head whenever I pull up my favorite social media app, but alas, every time I scroll, I learn something new about myself, and another one is born. And yes, I know I'm responsible for what algorithm shows me, but I'm trying to ignore the fact. Lately, my feed has been dominated by masked men. I favorited videos with them dressed in full cosplay, decked out in their futuristic military apparel, and wrapped up like ghouls. But more than anything, my FYP is full of shirtless men wearing ghost masks. Bonus points if they're heavily tattooed, wielding a knife, and covered in fake blood. At night, I dream about being chased by them, of them catching me and doing deliciously dark things to my more than willing body. I never could have guessed that by sending one drunken text, those dreams would become my new reality. So it says Lights Out is a fast-paced, dark romance with a morally gray male lead. Some themes and scenes may be disturbing to readers. Please check the TWs at the beginning of the book. I do put on my YouTube that please do your due diligence. If things can be triggering, I definitely do not want somebody to have, something that triggers them and puts them in a negative space. So just wanted to kind of say that again. All right, and then Butcher and Blackbird, The Ruinous Love Trilogy number 1, Butcher and Blackbird by Brynne Weaver. And it says, every serial killer needs a friend. Every game must have a winner. When a chance encounter sparks an unlikely bond between rival murderers Sloane and Rowan, the two find something elusive, the friendship of a like-minded, pitch-black soul. From small town West Virginia to upscale California, from downtown Boston to rural Texas, the two hunters collide in an annual game of blood and suffering, one that pits them against the most dangerous monsters in the country. But as their friendship develops into something more, the restless ghosts left in their wake are only a few steps behind, ready to claim more than their newfound love. Can Rowan and Sloane dig themselves out of the game of graves, or have they finally met their match? Butcher and Blackbird is the first book in the Ruinous Love Dark Romance trilogy of interconnection, standalone dark romantic comedies. The dual POV, which I love dual POVs, novel ends on an HEA. And if you don't know what HEA means happily ever after. So it's a positive ending. And the fact that they tell you that, I'm kind of wondering like what the ending's going to be. Because now I'm like intrigued. Like, okay, so it's going to be positive at the end, but like, how is it going to be positive? I would like to know, please. But yeah, and I don't think that's a spoiler. I think there's a lot of books when you read their reviews, they tell you if it's HEA or what is it, HFA or something like that. Anyway, it sounds like a homeowner's thing or something. HOA. Anyway, this one, I didn't read the front of this book, but I love these graphics though. Like that is so nice. I love that. That would be a cool challenge, wouldn't it? But this one right here says, the couple who slays together stays together. So I like both of these books. I do think that this one here, this Lights Out, is probably going to be more on the SMUT side, where I don't think this one, the Butcher and the Blackbird, will be like that. Just based off of what I'm reading. So the genres for the Lights Out is dark romance, romance, dark, SMUT, contemporary, and fiction. Some people just don't like that word. I don't mind it. I don't care. It doesn't really bother me, but it does bother some people. So I'm just going to spell it out. If you know, you know, right? And then Butcher and Blackbird, dark romance, dark thriller, horror, contemporary, friends to lovers, which I love that kind of vibe. So yeah, I again will read both of these books. It is up to you guys. I am ready to read whichever one you guys want to read, and I will put these out on a poll today, and we will see what you guys pick on Friday. All right, I'll talk to you Saturday. Bye.